One Hong Kong actor and director set to make his mark on Hollywood sooner or later is Donnie Yen. We caught up with this very talented individual on our recent trip to Hong Kong.
Hello, I'm Donnie Yen. Welcome to the Hong Kong Superstar video, and thank you for all of you for your appreciation for my films, and good luck. Thanks. My mother is, as you know, as most people know, she's a martial art instructor, and she's been teaching martial art in the state of Massachusetts in America for many years. And when I was very little, studying martial art with my mother, during that period, simultaneously, I was influenced by Kung Fu films, martial art films, like most people. I think most young kid, they tend to look for a hero. And you find that in martial art films, you know, because it gives you a sense of energy and power and self-being, security. When I was young, I never expected to be in the martial art film business. I never expected to be in the film business in the first place. I was just training martial art and trying to be the best martial artist as I could. It was a coincidence when I was going back to America from the 2 years training in China, and I stopped by in Hong Kong, and I was discovered by a very famous director, Yuen Woo-ping, and I started making films then. Action director. Back in the D&B days, back in the Tiger Cage 1, 2, 3 line of duty days, when I was choreographing most of the fight scenes for him. Well, actually, I was choreographing most of my fight scenes in his films, and I used to say to myself, you know, it could have been shot certain ways, other ways, possibly a better ways, with different angles, framing, and camera movements. You know, I would imagine a totally different approach if I would have directed the film or the fight scene. And a lot of times I would picture or break down all the shots in my head, and then I would try to approach Yuen Woo-ping and then give him another perspective how this fight scene should look in my view. create the action. I mean, it's still going to be punch and kick. I'm not going to come up with something totally new, right? But that punch and kick should and will embrace the feeling of the year of 2000, how people feel today. That's very important. When you throw that punch and kick, the audience can relate to that kick, and oh, in the year of 2000, that action would look like this action. Film shouldn't look at just one element, action or martial art. It's a whole, you know. I mean, like I said, it was a whole package, and Hollywood can provide that with the budget. Simply the budget, you know, is a size of a Hollywood movie is maybe 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times larger than a standard Hong Kong films, right? So, by all means, you know, I think it would be a great opportunity for anybody. Any director, not only from Hong Kong, any director in the world can have the opportunities to be in a project that is backed up by such huge finance stables or well-distributed network, like most Hollywood films. You know, if I have the opportunities, I would do the same. There are few Hollywood companies who are approaching me at the moment, and I believe I have what they're asking for, you know, basics, English speaking skills, and being grew up in the States, you know, and have the experience in Hong Kong filmmaking. I think I'd be one of the top candidates for Hollywood. I don't think John Woo knew that he was going to be that make it big when he made Better Tomorrow. Nobody knows. If you put too much expectation of what your end product is going to turn out, you might be disappointed. I don't think most successful people in the world didn't plan to be successful, didn't plan it to. It just happened. I don't think Jackie Chan realized that Rush Hour was going to be a success until he became a success, right? So you just have to, as an actor, I think not as a professional, you just have to dedicate yourself into your work and do the best you can. And if it turns out great, great. If it doesn't, it's still great, but because you did the best you can.